get bumming and broke. Swoosh like coming from the nose. Hope that I hold, don't be sleeping with a roll. Don't lie and lie. Message to you all. Still standing strong when you thought I'd take a fall. Left your ass didn't know. What now you do? Well, if you didn't know before. What now you do? Well, if your ass didn't know. What now you do? What now you do? What now you do? In this sport, I'm like a bad weather report. You get torn.
Yeah, if anybody knows that song, congratulations. DJ Hurricane, Now You Do. Because if your ass didn't know, what? Now you do. Just want to give it up to the guys, the motivational speakers, inspiring me with your positive attitude, how you're going to call the top of this market. Now, why don't you just let the market tell you what to do? Because, as you know, I love Bank of America. I love the AMD. I love the US Steel. I love me some RIG. But guess what we did today? We shorted AMD, Bank of America, US Steel, and the RIG. Now, they were all profitable trades. But do you want to stay short stocks in a bull market that, as I called 5 years ago, if you do Google Dow 20,000, I started Dow 20,000. If you go to Dow20,000.com, it brings you to my website, Dow 20,000. I've been calling it since 11,000. Now, I know this might get a little bit, you might get bent out of shape a little bit on this idea, but let's stop calling it the Trump rally. Because the whole thesis was when Obama came in, he fixed the market. He told everybody their interest rates are never going up. We're going to buy everything in sight. So if I was Obama right now, I'd get up on stage, show a chart of the stock market from where I took office to where I'm about to leave office, drop my pants, tell everybody to suck it, and then drop the mic and walk away. Because the market's been going up every day, and we started calling it the Obama Shamalama Ding Dang Rally. Don't you remember that? We were calling it the Armageddon Rally. Remember we were all going to die in 2012? But let's stop calling it Trump Rally. I don't know. Who's president right now? I think it's Obama Shamalama Ding Dong, isn't it? And we've been going up pretty much every day since the guy's been here. There hasn't been a serious terrorist attack on our soil. So maybe you don't like Obamacare, and I don't like the fact that he gave money to some terrorist nations, and negotiating with terrorists kind of made me sour on my love affair with Obama. But you know who's happy? Me and my dad and people that have been long this market ever since he took office, and Dow 20,000, this guy's been calling it. Now, more importantly, let's go back to the AMD, the Bank of America, the RIG, and the US Steel. Now, you know the Glick Fund's been in these stocks for quite a while now. Whether or not you're paying attention to these videos and using them as gospel, if you go back and search some of my videos, you do know very well I've been calling for Dow 20,000 January 2017. So at 19,650, once again, I'm taking the crown and putting it back on my head because I'm the king. There is none higher. Sucker MCs, they call me sire. Now, I might not be getting filthy rich, but the family's doing pretty damn well. And just today alone, it doesn't get much better than this. Because when I started trading, and I'm going to show you some charts, maybe we'll do it tonight, but more importantly, I want to say we're going to be doing a schmooze fest tonight. We're going to get together after the market closes at 7 o'clock. We're going to talk about swing trading. We're going to be talking about options. We're going to be talking about selling naked puts on stocks that you like. Talking about breakouts. We'll be talking about VWAP. A couple hours on me because I'm having such a good time. My policy is if I don't make you money, why the hell would you pay me money? That's not the way Wall Street works. I don't know anybody that does what I do. I try to prove myself live every single day, and then if you enjoy what you're doing and what you're seeing and what you're making, then I just ask for a little, contribution to the Glick Fund. That's all. As it is a donation for my possible candidacy for president. So you can look at it like that. You're not paying me for stock advice. You want to represent this guy running for president in 2020. But again, jumping around from topic to topic. Today, we had a sell signal on US Steel, a sell signal on RIG, a sell signal on AMD, and a sell signal on Bank of America, my 4 favorite stocks. But do you want to sell them out of your portfolio just because they're pulling back if you still think they're going higher? No. So what you do is you got a day trading account, you got a swing trading account, and you got your long-term investing chart account. Now, maybe some of you guys can't run with 3 accounts, but the philosophy here is the same. When you sell, and this happened to me with on AMD, there was a moment there at 750 where it was a fantastic sell. But I sold it out of my account. And yeah, it pulled back for a couple of days, and it was nice that I wasn't in it while it pulled back, but I never bought it back. I wound up chasing it higher from where I sold it. But if I had just shorted it that day, like today, like Bank of America, like US Steel, like RIG, if I would have just shorted them for the day, played the pullback, made a little bit of money, and then still held the positions, look where US Steel is today, RIG is today, Bank of America is today, and AMD is today. So I'd still be in the full amount of all those positions. Now it's great because I've been selling naked puts on them, waiting for them to pull back. The options are expiring. I'm accumulating wealth that way, I guess. Obviously I'm jealous. I was roofied at a strip club. I think that was Thursday night, and AMD broke 8 while I was sitting there debating what the hell I was doing with my life, kind of sort of hallucinating still from the night before, and I missed a nice break on 8, which I was planning on buying some $10 calls for January on the break, which were kind of like, I think 15 or 20 cents. But again, none of that matters. We're living in the moment, and I'm still curious how people are sitting here thinking, I gotta be short this market when we're just 350 points away from Dow 20,000. And the idea was, again, the Obama Shamalama Ding Dang rally, I thought the stock market would run for 8 years. He took over. Now, if we want to call it a coincidence that he took over when the market was at lows, I don't care what you say. Dude's been president for 8 years. The market's gone up for 8 years. So I figured, you know what? Maybe we rally to January 2017 when he steps down. I don't care who was going to be president. I can't believe we're having a reality TV star buffoon as president now. And whatever. Doesn't really matter. I don't think he's going to change the game to the point where the market's going to start crashing. But then again, if it starts to move down, just like the US Steel, the RIG, the AMD, and the Bank of America today, when there's signs to sell and to short, we'll sell and we'll go short. It's really not that complicated. And, if the shorts don't work, I lost money on the RIG twice, but then I made it all back. Made money on the X twice. Then I gave some of it back because I tried to milk the shorts for a little bit longer than they were warranted for. Anyway, come and hang out tonight. It's KennyGlick@AOL.com. Send me an email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Send you the link to hang out with us tonight, and we'll schmooze. We'll talk. We'll get to know each other, and hopefully, anything I've done in the past has no bearing on you because you want to know what's going to happen in the future. And just a little tidbit, I think, again, we're going higher, but you got to be cautiously optimistic at this point. Again, my theory is that guys like my dad, 70 years and older, are being forced to take money out of the market. Yeah, we do have a new influx of money coming in from the millennials and other people, but they're going to be forced to redeem. So I figured the market, the government-controlled stock market, they'll run this thing to 24,000. So when all these people start cashing out, we'll crash back down to 20. And of course, the bears will think they won something. Yeah, if you've been short, you ain't winning shit. All right. Have a nice day, because if your ass didn't know, what? Now you know. Or now you do. All right, see ya.